Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Tweedy, and I'm pretty tired of making this video, so I might kind of ramble, stuff like that. And also, I highly recommend reading Berserk up to the end of the Golden Age arc, which is the first major arc of the manga. It shouldn't a chapter is about, I would say, 10 minutes to read, so it would probably take only like 10 to 15 hours of reading, and you have a month to do that. So I would highly recommend that before watching this video or like looking at other theories on this because Berserk is really like a once in a lifetime story, and I wouldn't ruin that just to like get into theories on Elden Ring. But anyways, let's get into it. So there's been a lot of speculation that Miquella will have like Miquella will have a similar story arc to Griffith ever since Elden Ring came out, right? Because of his appearance and stuff like that. But the theories weren't like too strong. But now that it's clear that Miquella is going to be a like the main focus of the DLC and stuff like that, that theory's kind of gotten a little bit stronger. And there's been some recent stuff, especially this shot in the new DLC trailer, that's making me think that this is 100% the direction they're going in. So, first off, I want to state some connections with Griffith and Miquella. So, first of all, they're both childlike with white hair. They're both like powerful beings, but they both have that like innocence to them, right? Like they're people that everyone wants to trust and stuff like that. They both like have a dream of building a kingdom, right? Well, with Miquella, it's not a kingdom; it's the Halig tree or Halig tree, is that how you say it? But same thing basically. Like Griffith wants to build his kingdom, the castle, stuff like that. Miquella wants to build his tree. Now, like I said, everyone thinks they're good, kind, marvelous, but there is one old man in both things. So in Berserk, there's I think his name's Foss. He's like an old man. He's like in like politics of like one of the kingdoms, and he immediately knows that Griffith is like a bad guy. Like he sniffs him out. Like he knows he's a bad guy. And then there's that famous panel where Griffith stares back at him, all evil. And with Miquella, you get all these people saying he's like wonderful, kind, stuff like that. Melania will lay down her life for him, stuff like that. And those NPCs and us, the players, are ready to like line up and follow him into the Shadow Realm. But in the first DLC reveal trailer, an old man said, "Pure and radiant, he wills love to shrive clean the hearts of men. There's nothing more terrifying." Now, we thought that he was saying that like mankind is terrifying. That's what people thought when he said that. But now, after seeing this new shot in the DLC trailer and keeping the Griffith theory in mind, I think that old man was saying that Miquella is terrifying. I think he was saying that Miquella is terrifying. I just think, and I'll get to this more later, but I think similar to the NPCs and similar to the Band of the Hawk, even the player base of Elden Ring is kind of sipping on the Miquella Kool-Aid so much that we don't even acknowledge the idea that that old man was saying that Miquella himself is what's terrifying. Now, let me I actually jotted down some notes so I can keep everything in mind. So oh yeah, there's other little details like how Miquella's paralyzed in the egg, similar to how Griffith was paralyzed in Berserk. And you know how Miquella's getting out of the egg and realizing his dream by traveling to the Shadow Realm. You know how Griffith got unparalyzed by turning evil and turning into Femto. And also, remember in Berserk how Griffith, he got taken advantage of by that one leader on purpose to get what he wanted? What if Miquella got taken by Mog on purpose? And here's the thing about Mog. Um, so Mog is using Griffith, like, or not Griffith, Miquella to help build his dynasty, right? He's using him. I think Miquella might be letting Mog use him to get to the Shadow Realm, right? Because I'm not super familiar with the Omen lore. I'm not super deep into it, but I know that, like, they're connected to the Shadow Realm, right? Like, there's omens in the Shadow Realm, stuff like that. What if Miquella is using Mog to enter the Shadow Realm? Now, yeah, so there's that shot in the DLC trailer, and it's got, like, Miquella's, like, little, like, waypoint, and it's got, like, the band of NPCs, and above them is that big shadow tree. It's giving me Eclipse vibes. It's giving me heavy Eclipse vibes. It's this band of NPCs ready to follow their leader, who they extremely trust, to realize his dream that they don't really know the full details of. And it's got this big dark thing looming overhead. And then also, there's another part in the first trailer for the DLC where it says, "Blood must spill, blood of your fellows." So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like for people that read Berserk, like, it's getting painted kind of clearly, right? Like, Miyazaki almost isn't even trying to hide this twist. And another thing is, like, Mesmer. Mesmer has some cool pieces of lore, like that spear that's through America in the final boss fight cutscene. That's probably Mesmer's, right? Like, it's like a flame spear, stuff like that. So he's got some cool lore, some cool stuff that could go into him, but him being the big bad, the DLC, it's kind of anticlimactic, right? Because he wasn't built up in the base game like a Miquella, like a Godwin. So I think Mesmer is just a red herring, like maybe mid DLC boss, maybe second to last, third to last DLC boss. And then through defeating Mesmer, it's gonna like let Miquella like realize his dream, start building the Halig tree, and it's gonna set up like extreme chaos, right? And it's gonna kill all those NPCs, kill us, and I think it might even open up like a new area, like the new Halig tree, and maybe we get revived and become tarnished again or something like that, and we have to go, and that's the last area and he's the last boss, something like that. That's my little theory right now. And also another thing is, like I said, there's been thousands of Berserk references in FromSoft games. Even, and the thing is as the years have gone on, Miyazaki's gotten even more blatant with it. For example, in the Dark Souls 3 DLC, Slave Knight Gale, his story almost mirrors Guts from Berserk. Obviously, we don't get as much lore on Gale as we do on Guts, but we know that, like, he's been through awful things and he keeps pushing on no matter what, even till the end of time, to like reach his goals and to just keep pushing on in general, similar to Guts, you know what I'm saying? So I think, you know, he's mirrored the story of Guts in a previous game. I'm sure he wants to mirror the story of Griffith in, you know, Golden Age, the most popular arc in Berserk, in the media that has influenced him so much. And what's just so crazy about this to me is, like, normally in a story, whether it be a movie, a game, whatever, a book, a manga, it, like, if there's like a twist where like someone's gonna get got and like they don't know what's going on, we as viewers like see it, right? But in this situation, we're getting got. Like, literally, we didn't believe that old man when he said Miquella was terrifying. We thought he was talking about something else. We think Miquella's the good guy, the savior, stuff like that. When have we ever in a FromSoft game followed some kind of godly, like All Might from My Hero Academia type of savior? When has that ever happened? Never. You know what I'm saying? So how likely is that versus how likely is it that this man Miyazaki is literally mirroring the Griffith story through Miquella, through his white-haired, childlike, angelic, like, savior trying to build his kingdom? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's just pretty obvious that they're taking the Griffith storyline with Miquella, and I'm so excited. Griffith is maybe my favorite character in fiction. Like, the twists and turns in that Golden Age arc are so cool. And I bet there's going to be, like, NPC storylines with those NPCs that are following us into the Shadow Realm, and they're going to get killed. You know, we're going to get attached to them, and then they're going to get killed by Miquella. Miquella's going to kill us all. But I do think, like, our character will get revived or something like that, and then we'll have to go through the fully formed Halig tree, and then Miquella will be the final boss. Probably have multiple forms, probably like Saint Trina in there, stuff like that. Also, let me see if I have any more notes on this. Yeah, that's basically all I had to say, but yeah. Let me know in the comments down below what y'all think about this theory. I feel like it's pretty certainly true at this point. I would be surprised if it isn't. And, yeah. I cannot wait, y'all. We're only like a month away. I know I normally do MK stuff, but I'm a big FromSoft nerd, too. I just normally don't do content on it besides my stream. Yeah, but much love, everyone. Let me know what you think about this theory down below. Let me know if you have anything to add, if I maybe, like, was wrong about something or something like that. Let me know. Much love, y'all. Later.